Hello guys, how are you? It's Mark in France from the RC Car 68. We have here something special for my workshop because it's really something I'm not used to do. We have here scale car. Scale car means you have a lot of little stuff and screws to assemble, even some stuff to glue together. I have done that as I was a kid. I have done some little aircrafts from the brand Rival, but I never managed to do this really nice. Anytime I put too much glue on it, and especially the paint job, anytime was a mess. I never had the patience for that, so this is gonna be a rough moment for me to pull all those together to really do a scale car. Here we have the Mercury chassis from Killerbody. Killerbody is known to do scale body. Many from you know this brand. And they also do not just scale stuff for crawlers. We also have the Corvette C7 for our 1.7 scale cars, which was done for the X01 at base, but you can put it on an Arma, you can put it on my favorite 1.7 scale car, the Obao Hyper VT Extreme. Sorry, not Hyper, but Extreme VTE2. So I have here the complete body kit from Land Cruiser under license, and it's crazy to see that the box from the body is way bigger than the box from the mechanical stuff here, and all is really apart in this box. You can do the body like you want, you can do like it's a new car out from the box with a nice paint job. You can let it white, because back in the time you get white Land Cruiser, most of them was a little bit with this sand color there, or green. My favorite color is red with the white Toyota logo in the stuff. It's really done like a real. You can open the hood to see through the motor. That's also why they do a complete scale chassis. I'm gonna show you. Screw set. You have a complete manual to assemble the body, because you have a lot to screw and a lot to do here at this body. And for sure, if you do a paint job, you have to paint before, then assemble without doing some harm to your body, so your paint job. You get some few stickers with them, bumper and all the stuff, like it was back in the time, separate color in the car. And you can put LEDs everywhere, front and rear. Look at those lamps, really done like the real one in two parts. The glasses are separate to put on there. And they also have done this on the main board from the car. That means once the car is finished, when you put the light on, the lights, the LEDs in the main board can also show up. Absolutely crazy. And why did I take this one? Because they have done something I especially like. You know, I do not like axial because they're really hard-minded to not do lockable and unlockable differentials. They do for sure now gearboxes with 1 or 2 speed or digs, but that's something really I don't like by Excel. I hope they will stick up the finger from the ass to do something, because this crazy little stuff here can switch rear-wheel drive and 4x4, slow speed and high speed, and lock the differentials. You have the room for the battery. It's also rated for a brushless system. Yes, we are the 21st century. It's done so you can put an all-in-one system in there, so you have no additional ESC to put anywhere in the car. The battery room is here in the chassis, and they even done the place to put a sound system in the car and still let him look scale. You need 3 micro servo for the switch, 1 for 1 and 2nd gear, 1 for 4-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, and 1 for locking the 2 differentials. Maybe I'm gonna do so that I'm gonna use a 2-step switch for the differential locking, so I can lock first the front differential, let the rear unlocked, because many times when I drive in crawler, I do just lock the front and let the rear wheels free, and sometimes I need to lock all 4. But this is something we're gonna see once we have put it together. Here we see how it's done. It's really done like the real one. You have here the motor, the gear, reduction gear and transfer case here, all in steel. Steering servo in the chassis, shift servo, 2nd gear servo and differential lock servo, and we have also the exhaust. This car was really built like the real one, and I discovered, because this is something I didn't know, when I opened the box and get 2 rims in my hand, I was thinking, man, what's up? This is steel. These wheels are already high in weight, so you do not need to put some additional weight on the car to can properly crawl. The difference for sure between a real crawler and a scale crawler is that this car is done to do something like you do with the real ones. That means you can go on rough terrain, but never just go step up 1 or 2 meters. It's clear. It's a different style of driving. People who love scale especially love to look at their car when they're driving. I invite you to look the videos from Matteo RC movie, do some stuff in the scale looking area. I really like it. Here you have the exhaust. I just missed the brand on the exhaust, that's all. But it's really done like the real one in more parts. You have the muffler, you have the resonate, the exhaust pipe. It's fun. And you have what I fear the most, the micro screw bag. I hope someone will do one day a 1/5 scale crawler, because I need a little bit bigger screws for my hand. We have the suspension. The rear has 2-blade suspension with separate coils. And you can change the high from that stuff, because out from the box you have seen here at the main picture, it is done like the real one. That means a street car who is able to pull something and go a little off-road. But they have also put in the bag some longer springs and some parts to lift the two blades from the back, so you can lift up the car and go for a little bit bigger tire for those who want the more safari look Land Cruiser. Maybe that's what I'm gonna do, but I first gonna do the car stock how it is out from the box, and maybe after that looking what I need for tires and all that stuff, and if I find something cool, maybe gonna make the high lift version. Here you have the axles pre-mounted. I was thinking this was all in parts, but they pre-mounted the axles like the real one. It's on big balls. Here you have the wheel hacks like brake discs, and the diff lock is just here. so you are locked, and this way you are unlocked. What's cool is that you have a little spring who brings it back in a lock position for those who not want to drive it with all the servos in there, who always drive just crawling. But I gonna put the servos in because I really like to unlock that stuff. I have not decided yet what I'm gonna take as a motor. Maybe Hobby Fusion. I'm gonna see if I take a really low kV 1200 or if I go for a little bit more. I know it's not a bashing car, but I have nothing against reach a little 40 kilometers an hour on a straight line and have some little dust action and not only just drive slow. And here you have the main part, the heart from the car. This is crazy. You have the gearbox as a reduction box, transfer case, V6 motor. The brushless motor are gonna fit in there. You have underneath there a sleeper unit with 0.8 module. All the accessories here works. They are not done to work with the motor, but some crazy guy is surely gonna do something so that thing gonna work. I will not, because I'm not a freak from heavy detail stuff. I want to drive my RC cars, but I fully understand those who take the time to do all these little jobs and finish the car really nice way. So I hope that I'm gonna be calm enough to make this car properly, like it should be. And my goal is it's to finish it in a few months. We have here a scale crawler event, so my goal is to finish the car for that event, to show up a little bit this new Killerbody stuff. For those from you who already know Killerbodies, who have the body from them, who have discovered the chassis or already have one, I wait for you in the comment, guys. I wish you all a nice Sunday evening and stay tuned for the next step. I want to show you also because Killerbody has done something super cool. They have done a time lapse from the complete assembly from this chassis, and I have this video to show you. So stay tuned. Bye guys.